Hi guys, a very good evening. Masquera say. My name is Ronald Makusha. Welcome to African Beyond Television Network. Without fear, without favor. Police officer was filmed taking MUTORIRO, and let me try to bring that video so that you can actually see for yourself what was really happening. It's so sad that this is what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. We've stooped so low to an extent of having officers of the law, the people who are supposed to be protecting the law. We are now having them actually taking drugs or MUTORIRO. I hope it will I will be able to bring it and trying to bring the video so that you see for yourself. That is Chinoi CBD here in Zimbabwe, and it was captured live on camera. Purisa achitora MUTORIRO, and it's so embarrassing to see the professional people who are supposed to uphold the law, who are supposed to uphold the constitution and the laws of Zimbabwe, taking those drugs. Let us get into the video. So you have seen the video. Let me replay the video once more so that we can go to the conclusion. So guys, it's so embarrassing. When are we going to bring back the sanity of our police officers? When are we going to bring the sanity back the sanity of our law enforcement agencies? They're involved in corruption, they're involved in violence, they're now involved in drugs. How are they going to arrest the people who are involved in drugs when they are actually taking them? Some of them take bribes from them. Some of them are actually consuming the same drugs. And who is going to arrest them? What about their welfare, about their well-being? And what is the government actually doing to address these issues? So you will see that they will come to attack those who speak out, instead of making sure that they deal with the police officer and they make sure that they bring these police officers to account. They bring rogue police officers to book. They are actually doing otherwise. So Zimbabwe has gone down the drain, and I hope we are going to have this rectified. Anzina Belton Muringani apana chiri kuoneka apa. Okay, this video was taken from a distance, but you can actually see that this man, number one, ane bibi, that reflective vest. Number two, ane baskoro, visibly well seen. This is a police bicycle. Number three, anotorinate head. And I don't think that the person who shot this video would have done that only to despise or to lie. This is something which was happening and was caught on camera, and the person used his camera effectively and efficiently. The reason why we are here is to talk about who is going to arrest the people who are committing these crimes when actually the police officers are also involved. The reason why we are making these videos is to make sure that the police must desist from taking drugs themselves, must make sure that they bring to book, must make the people, the drug peddlers, they must be made accountable. So some people, they are saying Dororaku Dura Richatengeka, and we are resorting to the use of drugs. And I've seen Nick Mangwana coming out and say, no poor people afford drugs. That is Nick Mangwana. Nick Mangwana is saying poor people don't afford drugs. So you cannot say people are being forced into drugs because of poverty. But I'm going to address that issue and explain things to Nick Mangwana. is because he is ignorant to the fact that the people who are taking drugs are not taking the normal drugs we used to know, are not that white powder. That white powder is being taken by the kids of the elite, those from the elite backgrounds. Those are the people, those with money, are the people who are taking those drugs. Professional drug addicts are taking those. But to those who are taking these small drugs, these are ordinary people, poor people, taking those drugs, MUTORIRO, guka, NGOMA, and so forth. These are the drugs from mapamba. Use the pambas. Use the pambas. No person, no rich person goes to take mapamba, and so that you become a narcotic. No sane person, no person with money goes from Toriro, goes for Guka, goes from Guma. Kunaita ameno zvema globus vanenge vachitaura zvezve. No sane person goes ameno zvana brongo. There is nothing like that. It happens because it is being spearheaded by those with fewer resources, but it is taken by those without. Those who are struggling are the people who are taking those drugs. And these drugs have killed our people in the societies, in the communities. So these are the drugs we are talking about. Who is actually supplying these drugs? Go and check the people who are doing this business. These are not high-profile people. These are very low-profile people. So, honestly speaking, we need measures. We need to see measures being put in place. But the government of Zimbabwe is not going to put any measures in place. Why? They are ignorant to the fact that this is really happening. They are ignorant of what is actually happening. They talk about two groups of drug peddlers. We have high-profile drug peddlers. We have low-profile drug peddlers. And the involvement of this police officer, as you saw on the video, is on a small scale. This is being done in the street, Mumkoto, because these are small-scale drug peddlers. If you go to my office and so forth, hotel basements and so forth. So I hope and believe that the government of Zimbabwe is going to deal with this matter decisively and make sure that they end the use of drug abuse. How? By making sure that they resuscitate the economy, by making sure that they make the rehabilitation centers available for these people. That is what we are looking forward to see. But first, the government must acknowledge that indeed people are taking drugs because of massive poverty, because some of them no longer afford even beers and so forth. People come and say, don't justify them. But it is very good for us to actually face the facts and the truth so that we can combat this kind of behavior. In the past years, we only knew this kind of thing happening to my street kids and so forth. But right now, it is now happening in our midst. In our kids are now taking these drugs. Our relatives, our friends are now taking these drugs. I hope we are going to deal with this matter as a people and find a solution to it. Signing out. My name is Ronald Lukomapusha.